If you are a professional in the hospitality, entertainment, or travel industry, like many of us, it's a scary and critical time. You must be wondering whether or not you should have a career change, which is not a bad idea. However, I have 5 steps you should consider before making a decision. Hello everyone, my name is Marjorie, CEO and founder of Cola Leadership Development and content creator for this platform. Thanks for being here today. In today's video, I have a very important topic to discuss with you. Like many of us, this pandemic has created a lot of chaos in the hospitality, travel, and entertainment industry, leaving many of us, hundreds and thousands of people, without a job and possibly will have to consider a career change. While we are thinking about what to do next, it is extremely important that we take the time to make decisions with a clear mind by conducting all of the appropriate steps necessary before we make a final decision. Today, I will share with you 5 essential steps that must be considered when thinking about a career change. The first one is to evaluate the current situation. Why do we want to make a career change? Why this move? Of course, if it's to find something else that will bring a better financial setting for your family, absolutely. We have to do the right thing. While making this critical decision, it is extremely important to ensure that a short-term decision will not have a negative impact on the long-term aspect of the family, on the personal and professional level. Part of this assessment should include an evaluation of skills and knowledge that are transferable to ensure that you indeed will be a good candidate. When I talk about transferable skills, it should consider everything you've done in the past. Any training, language skills, project management, team building ability, anything that you can bring to that company to illustrate the strength of your candidacy will help you secure a job that will not only be a short-term but also be a long-term match where you will be happy and satisfied with your decision making. So those are really extremely important. The second step you need to consider is to conduct a research on that company that you are looking to work for. What are their core values? Do they match with your core values? Once you conduct that research, you will understand exactly the qualifications, the requirements that they are looking for. And you can compare your own current skills with the required skills the company is looking for. Once you have established that there is a clear connection, you will be able to perform that task. Then you need to consider some key aspects. What type of compensation package are you looking for? Benefits. What type of benefits you are looking for? Both medical or other benefit that will support you and your family. The other aspect to consider is what are the gains for that company? Is this company one that operates locally or globally? Let me give you an example. If you apply for a job with the Four Seasons or the Ritz-Carlton, for instance, these are global companies. And I know for a fact that they do transfer their employees every now and then to a different location, a different zone, even a different country. Are you a candidate who will be willing to relocate to a different country? The last part is to think about the commute aspect. Are you willing to travel to that job? All of these are some loose end part of the decision making. However, if we don't think about all of those proactively, we may jump into making a decision that will cause a lot more friction than helping solve a problem. The third step is to consider your pros and your cons. Make a list. Understanding clearly what are the benefits of moving. If you're not moving out of state, that's usually the best scenario, the easiest scenario. But if you are moving out of state or out of the country, what are the benefits of that on your family and on yourself personally? of course, the financial impact. Is the financial reward or the financial benefit you're about to gain for that new job is worth all the hassle or the headache that is usually part of moving or relocating to a new area? The next con aspect should be placed on your family. If you have children, what are the impact on your family, on your kids, their education, both short term and long term? So these are some of important aspects, in my opinion, that as parent we have to consider before even making a location, moving to a new location. And if you are in a sandwich family, what do I mean by that? Where you are caring both for your children and you're also caring for your parents, then you have a whole different level of decision that you need to consider in terms of their care and their well-being as well. So these are not decisions that can be made lightly without really thinking about every little aspect of the family dynamic. Every family dynamic will require a different level of thinking and a different approach and a different level of decision making. So that's why it's important that we consider all of those points. Once you have determined that you are in fact want to have a career change, it's going to be important for you to refresh your resume. Updating your resume is extremely important to not only highlight your experience and your qualification, but also to ensure that you are matching some of the required skills from the application to your resume. After you have updated your resume, now it's time to go and apply for the job. Of course, you are doing all of your research, you are thinking about compensation, and you can conduct a research as well on your compensation to understand if you are staying in that same environment, that same market region, then you may know how much your position is currently worth. If you are moving to a new environment, it is extremely important for you to do a market research to understand what the compensation package looks like for the position in which you are about to apply for. The moment you have all of those, you have a clear mind, you can go ahead and apply for the position you have an interest in. The next step is going to be networking. It is extremely important that you do some meaningful networking. What I mean by meaningful networking, now we have LinkedIn, which is a professional platform that allows us professionals to connect with other individuals and introduce ourselves to understand more what's happening in the workplace and the market, right? You can connect with individuals in that same industry you have an interest in by sending them a message. We don't want to stalk anybody, but it is okay to send a message to the hiring manager to let them know you have an interest in this particular position and that you have submitted your resume. The other aspect is if you are applying for a director of operations or a director of human resources and you know someone in that industry and that particular position, it is absolutely okay to reach out to that person, introduce yourself, let them know your passion and your experience about this particular position, and let them know you have applied and would love to hear their insight, their experience as to how they like doing their job, how they like working for that particular company, just to get some inside information. It doesn't hurt to reach out if the person responds back, to set up time to network and get to know other people in your environment. Now with this following the pandemic, in-person networking may be reducing more and more over the months to come. However, technology has made it so much easy for us to connect via a conference call, a phone call, an email, a text message. You also have Zoom that you can consider to do meetings or engage online. So you have all of those options that you can definitely make work for you. The last step would be after you've done all of that, you've conducted your research, you've done your evaluation of transferable skills and knowledge, you know for a fact that you are a qualified candidate for this opportunity, you've go ahead and refreshed your resume, you've done some great meaningful networking to get your name out there and that people know about your interest, and you have applied for the job. Now it's time to pretty much wait and prepare yourself for the interview. And the one way to do the interview is by doing more in-depth research about the company. One of the questions, as a former HR manager myself, one of the questions that I would often ask candidates is to tell me a little bit about them and tell me a little bit about the company. What do you know about the company? And whenever you are doing an interview, it is extremely important that you convey your sincere interest in the company by being able to illustrate what you know about the company. What are their core values? What are their employee set expectations? What are they known for? The more you are able to clearly articulate your sincere interest in the company by conveying what you know, it's going to make a positive impression on the interviewing manager or the interviewing team. So definitely do your research on the company. In closing, I'll tell you, if you are one going through this difficult moment in the hospitality, the entertainment, and travel industry, then of course we have a decision to think what is best for us, what is best for our families, and we have to keep on living and keep on thriving. So we have the experience, we have the expertise, we have the training. Of course we need to be able to make decisions that will set us up for success and allow us to continue to grow, continue to serve in a purposeful and meaningful level as we serve our community. I hope you find this video to have been insightful. Do take the time to think through every step of the process. It is not an easy process at all, and we truly do have to consider every member of the family when moving. Even the children, they may not be able to make decisions or to influence our decision, but when you think about their future, their long-term, their education, they are a big part of it. And I know as parents, we always want to do the right thing for our kids. If you are someone who is single and can pick up and go, that's great. Pursue your dream, pursue your career. Do not sit and wait without knowing what's happening. We don't know that. So definitely do make the right decision so we don't find ourselves thinking or regretting everything. Anyway, change is synonym for growth. No matter what you do, I know you will do well, you will succeed, and when you don't win, you learn, right? There is always a learning opportunity in everything that we do in life. Please do not forget to subscribe to this channel, like the video, share, and please, I would love to hear if you are currently position where you are thinking about a career change. I would love to hear what industry you are part of. If you have a company in mind, if you have an industry in mind, I would love to hear how you are approaching your career change at this time. Please do leave a comment. Again, it was great to be here with you, serving you on this platform. I hope you like this content and have a great day. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please take care of yourself. Stay well. Self-care is the best. Before you can do anything, you have to ensure that you are well. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day.